Hey guys, it's John here. Want to talk about the WWE Championship Money in the Bank match announced last night on Raw. Competitors are CM Punk, Christian, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, Kane, Sheamus, and Rob Van Dam. Honestly, I don't like the odd number of people, and it's not that I'm weird with it having to be an even number. OCD. I'm not OCD. It's just an odd number of people in the ladder match doesn't seem right. I didn't like last year how there were 4 people in the WWE title match, in the WWE Money in the Bank match, because it's not enough people to make a good Money in the Bank, and I liked it even less when they put The Miz in night of to make it 5, because one, the odd number doesn't work in a ladder match, and 2, there still wasn't enough people. It needs 6 or more people to be good. Who should win? Christian. Needs it more than anyone. Will he win? No. There's a 90% chance that it'll be a no. It'll probably end up being either Daniel Bryan, Rob Van Dam, or Randy Orton. Daniel Bryan is being pushed to the moon. He's the most over guy in the company. He will be a WWE champion by the end of 2013. And the Money in the Bank briefcase is what'll get him there. Rob Van Dam, it's his return. It's in Philly. It makes sense. But probably not as much of a chance as Bryan, because Bryan is big, and RVD isn't going to need the briefcase to be that guy. And Randy Orton, because his career the last couple of years has been stagnant. He's barely done anything. His most noteworthy feud in the last couple of years has been against the Shield. And Orton is one of their top guys. The reason his career's been stagnant lately is because he has 2 hits on his contract with the suspensions, drugs and stuff. So that's the reason he hasn't really been that big lately, as big as he was in like 2009. Orton won't get another world title run until he goes heel. He's been pushing for it for the last couple of years, and he won't get that world title or the WWE title until he goes heel. And if he wins Money in the Bank, that'll mean he's going heel within the next year. It has to. As an ice cream truck comes by, you probably can't hear it though. I really think Christian should win, because he's the one that needs it the most out of all of them. Punk just got out of his 434-day reign, and he's already won Money in the Bank twice, and he just had a match against Undertaker at WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan, no matter what, is going to be WWE champion soon. So he's not going to need the Money in the Bank briefcase. It would just mean the creative team doesn't have any idea for how to get him the WWE title except Money in the Bank. Randy Orton, like I said, his career's been stagnant. He's got 2 hits on his contract with drugs. 1 more and he's supposed to be gone, but I don't see them doing that with him. Kane has had a great career already. He's probably on his last legs, which I hate to say. He's gone, I don't know how many years, practically injury-free. Let's see, hold on. He actually debuted in 97, year I was born. So he's about to hit his 16th year. Like, almost 16 years straight. Hardly any injuries. And the injuries he's had kept him off for probably a couple months. Sheamus is basically a John Cena. He wins every match. He just hasn't had anything to do since WrestleMania and the Shield. That's why they're sticking him in feud with Sandow. My voice is cracked, I'm sorry. That's why So either suck him in a feud with Sandow, and that and probably to push Sandow up and maybe become a legitimate threat to the world title, not the WWE title yet. And RVD is just coming back after 7 years. It's in Philly. It would make sense for him to win, but I don't think he needs it because it's Rob Van Dam. He's a household name in wrestling. Not, if you don't watch wrestling, you probably don't know who Rob Van Dam is, but wrestling-wise, he's a household name. And he's gonna be one of the guys that... He recently did an interview where he said he's gonna have a schedule like Chris Jericho's, where he'll be there, but then he's not gonna be there like straight. Like, he's gonna take a couple of months off here and there, which makes sense for him. RVD is getting up there in the age, but he's still great. He recently performed on an internet pay-per-view, and people said he did a lot better than his matches in TNA. He seems to have that fire back in him. So, RVD's going to be a top player there. Christian, his last title was the Intercontinental title. He was having main event level feuds against Big Show and Sheamus before his first injury. And then when he came back from that injury, he was back stuck in upper mid-card loop. Or upper mid-card limbo, where he came back and he instantly won the Intercontinental title. He lost it at Raw 1000, and then not soon after got injured again. And was out for like 10 months. Christian needs the win, but it's the title Money in the Bank. He's not going to win that, unfortunately. Vince doesn't like Christian. I don't quite understand why, honestly. Christian puts on at least decent matches every time he's in the ring, and deserves to be WWE champion. He was going to be WWE champion, I'm sure. He was getting, like, he was in the WWE title scene in, like, 2005, right before he left and went to TNA. He was in that scene. I'm sure he would have ended up winning the title. He had a much better character then. Then he goes to TNA. He becomes NWA champion there, like 2 times. He comes back to WWE and he's sucked down in ECW, not used, and then only ever seen again when Edge was about to retire. And we didn't know he was going to retire, obviously, but he was only seen again when he popped up at Elimination Chamber and helped Edge from Del Rio in like 2011? Yeah, 2011. Won the world title, lost it, won it back, lost it. Hasn't really done much since because of injuries. And he needs it. And I guarantee if he didn't go to TNA, if he would have left WWE and then came back like later, he would have been in the title scene still. But Vince doesn't like people who went to TNA. He also would have been a main event guy right now if he came back in the feud they were planning to put him in, which was basically, instead of Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy, it was Christian versus Jeff Hardy. It would have been Christian causing all the things that happened to Jeff Hardy. Pyro in his face, his house burning down, all that. It was supposed to be Christian, but everyone knew, and Vince stopped it. I've gone on for like 2 minutes on Christian, so... 3 title Money in the Bank. CM Punk, Christian, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, Kane, Sheamus, Rob Van Dam. Christian will likely not win, but he needs it the most. It'll most likely be Orton, Bryan, or Van Dam. Thanks for listening, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.